Hello again. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I hope you're getting some enjoyment, some knowledge maybe out of this, or maybe a couple of laughs. You never know. I had just done a video and it accidentally got deleted, so I get to do this all over again. What a thrill. Anyway, I want to talk to you today a little bit about memory. There was something started in the radio days called the announcer's test in the 40s, where the announcer would have to read the certain steps to see how his pronunciation and whatnot. And then it became part of a bit that Jerry Lewis used to do on TV as, showing whatever it was he was trying to show. Who knows? Anyway, I use it as a guide to see how my memory is functioning. I don't read it from anything. I do it as I'm going to do it for you. And it goes something like this. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 limerick oysters, 5 corpulent porpoises, 6 pairs of Don Alvezos tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 sympathetic, apathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity towards procrastination and sloth, 10 lyrical, spherical, diabolical denizens of deep horsed all around the corner of the quay of the quiver, all at the same time. That's the way I do it. The real way to do it is to repeat every step plus the one preceding. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese. Forget it. I'm not doing all of that. I don't get paid for this. And on top of that, I don't want to do it that way. Anyway, why do I use this? Because I have a situation where my mind goes. You might have noticed that from just my conversations with you, but in all seriousness, it's a very scary thing. What happens is, I'll start with some head pain at the back of my neck, a little bit up on top. Not bad pain, but noticeable pain. Then all of a sudden, my speech will go out. I might get a word or two a little bit as it's going, but after that, it's all mush. It's just garbage. And then I try to talk to myself and do my analysis test. I can't even get through step 1. So I know I'm in real trouble. And something's happening in my brain that's causing that. Now, the question is, I've been to neurologists, and it seems to be on the fence between a couple of variables. It could either be TIAs, I was told, or it could be advanced migraines with something called aura. And I was reading up on that, and it seems like it fits the symptoms a little bit better. Now, the one thing about aura that is adding to the mix, and it's been happening of late, is that I get numbness in my lips, and then my fingers and my hands start to go numb. It lasts about as long as the session itself does, but it comes on as the session is progressing. Very scary feeling. And when this is happening to me, I know I'm up the creek, so I better do something fast. It's only happened to me once while I was driving, and luckily I was in my development, so I got myself home and just sat down and tried to chill out. Like I said, usually it lasts about 18 to 20 minutes. The longest one has been 48 minutes. And I had one episode where it was just headache, brutal headache all weekend without the other symptoms. So I was worse, but I was better, if you know what I mean. I've had at least one real stroke 10 years ago. I think I had another very minor one about 2 weeks ago that kind of came and went without any real damage. I have been told I'm lucky that the strokes that have been the real ones haven't caused any real major damage in me. And the TIAs or whatever they are seem to be affecting my short term, which is also age, obviously, but it's also starting to affect my day-to-day a little bit more because I'm a little more nervous about it. My long-term memory is excellent still. I can still do a lot of functions in my head day-to-day that most people need a pencil and paper for, like math or something like that. Simple math I can do in my head. I remember people's names, not as well as I used to, but I will never forget a face, although there are plenty I'd like to. I was never great with names, so it's not that much of a loss to me, but I do remember faces fairly well. The point I'm making is between that and other symptoms that I have of clinical depression, which I've talked about in a couple of these chapters now, I'm 74 years old. I know a lot of people that have given up at my age and even younger because they have a couple of things going on. And I'm not minimizing their things that they have going on. Everybody's got something. But I am not in a position that I'm even starting to think about giving up. I have my bad days, no two ways about it. I have days where I say, what the hell did I do? Why is this happening to me? We all have them. We all have them. A friend of mine has just gone through hip surgery, hip replacement, and it didn't work and it popped out again. I said, I wouldn't want to go through that. I really wouldn't. The stuff I'm going through, I can deal with, and I'm hoping that the stuff you're going through, you can deal with. Probably it's not going to get any better, but giving up is not an answer. I don't recommend it. I can't understand how people can do it. Maybe it'll get to the point where maybe I'll understand it and want to do it, but right now, I'm not even in the ballpark with that, and I hope you're not neither. I hope you're getting the support from family and friends. I hope that you're getting it, and if they're not giving it, ask for it. I can't get it from anybody. I have nobody really up here that's particularly close to me. I have one close friend over about 30 miles south of me, and we talk on a daily basis, and he tries to look out for me. I have some friends from out of state that call, hey Stan, how you doing? I've known these guys 30 and 40 years. I haven't seen them, and I can't remember when, but they call, and we talk to each other. We don't even FaceTime, we just talk on the phone. Remember talking on the phone? What a concept. Anyway, I'm always glad to hear from old friends that say to me, hey Stan, how you doing? And I do the same for them. I'm the first one on the phone if I know you have a situation, and I've talked about that in the past also. I'll always start off with, are you okay? What can I do? How can I help? I mean it. I actually do mean it. Other people in this world, unfortunately, give you great lip service, but they never step up to the plate when it comes to time to get to the bat, if you know what I mean. So don't give up. Try to find answers. Get support. Do what you have to do. Stay around a while. It's going to get real interesting soon. On that point, in an interesting way that maybe you don't want it to be, I don't know if you heard about it, but late last week I heard about it, or earlier this week, they nearly shut down the New York cell network. Now, the New York cell network, I think, is kind of vital in the world today. And you know what kind of a wonderful response they would have got had they shut it down. There were some hackers and black hats and whatever else you might want to call them that found a way to do it. It was probably sponsored by the rest of the world, as well as from some American help, I dare say. And this would have went over badly. I can't even give you a good analogy right now. As witty as I am, I can't think of one that's even close. How about a fart in the wind? We'll go with that one for today. It's a standard. You can't go wrong with the old standards. Anyway, it wouldn't have went over, and it would have had a pyramiding effect, a domino effect throughout the rest of the country and the world, I'm sure. I say to you folks, be prepared. One day, even if it's only a power failure or something like that, your banking network is going to go down. If your banking network is down because of electricity, meaning the gas station at the corner is down because of electricity. They need electric to move the gas with the pumps. If you're driving an electric car, good luck. You're screwed. So it will happen, whether it be a hurricane, routine power failure, some of our friends around the world trying to show their muscle, whatever the case may be, it will happen. And it may only be a couple hours or maybe a day. After that, things are going to get very hairy, as you know if you've lived through hurricanes, bad snowstorms and stuff like that, where it's been a couple of days. People, what little civility we have left is gone. It's every man for himself. So just be prepared. Have some cash in the house. Have an alternative way of contacting some of your relatives or something. That maybe a CB radio couldn't hurt. If it runs on battery, I guess it would work. I'm just saying this, not hoping it happens, but knowing it will happen. Again, be prepared for the grandparent scam, which is getting bigger and better as far as they're concerned. You know what it is. The short version is somebody will call you on the phone saying that they're a relative of yours, and they will convince you that they are the relative because it's done by AI, and AI is pretty good at what they do, and they're going to squeeze you for money. And once they got your money, you may never get it back, and your bank may or may not help you. So just be prepared for that. Last but not least, on the subject of phones, the new Apple iPhones came out. Apple, always one of my favorite people. Total philanthropists, if you know what I mean. They're only in it for your benefit. And if you believe that, I have a piece of swampland I'd like you to look at that I'm trying to load. Anyway, the new iPhone 17 has been getting a bomb review from most people that are in the business. It's ungodly expensive, very invasive. I wouldn't have one if they gave it to me for free. And I'm an Apple person for 30 years, but I'm getting further and further away from them because I don't like their practices. And if I won't take one as an Apple former lover, and the guys I know in the business won't spend their money on it, you know it's really not worth the money. When it comes to cell phones, if you have one that works for you, try to make it work longer. If it's not working for you, get something that you understand. Don't let somebody sell you something. Get something you actually understand. I'm going to be getting into more tech sessions next month. I'm also starting to do some speaking engagements in person, which I really do enjoy. If you're in the Central Florida area at all, and you live in a community where other people of comparable age are residing, let them look at my videos. If you're in a building, a condo or a ACLF or just a group place, and you have a rec center and you want me to come speak there, I will do it for a fee, and I will solve some of your tech problems one-on-one, hands-on. And I enjoy that because I enjoy meeting people. This is a way of meeting new people, but I still enjoy the old way. Hi, how are you? Shaking hands, my name is, how are you today? And the old routine, which worked for so many years so well before we started to abandon it. Anyway, I would be more than happy to do that. If they like my videos, or you show them a couple of my videos, if they want to contact me, my fees are very nominal, and I enjoy doing it, and I promise you'll get something out of it. That's my commercial for me for today. The last part of the commercial is, if you're coming up into the holidays, we're going to be talking about religion real soon. I hope you'll enjoy that one. I'm getting it together. I come from the outside on that. Having been an insider, I've gone to the outside, unfortunately. So look forward to that one. Again, I always welcome comments and questions. Comments, whatever you want. If you hate this, tell me you hate it, but do it with respect. I will share the comments with the people on the channel when I feel they are appropriate. I will never mention anybody's name or email address or anything like that. I don't do that. It serves no purpose for me. There's no reason to do that. Again, respectful. All communication I try to do in my world has to be done with mutual respect. And I've become an absolute fanatic about it. If somebody's being rude to me or something like that, the conversation's over unless you can find a way to apologize and start from the beginning. And I'll give you a second chance. I'll always give a person a second chance. I've been given more than my share, so I know what it's like. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed today. Like, subscribe, share with some friends. This is the second attempt today. I hope I don't erase this one by accident. Have a good day, folks. See you soon.